I don't see that question in here, so I'm sorry that I forgot who asked that question. Maybe I'll put it in the screen when editing, but I don't remember. Anyway, my name is Luke. That's it. Do you have any pets? My cat has been mentioned in one of my videos. So, yes, I have a cat. And my cat's name, because someone also asked, what's the name of your cat? My cat's name is Puck. And actually, do you have any pets was asked by Original Michelson. Is that Scandinavian, I think? I don't know for sure if I pronounced that right. And what's the name of your cat was asked by Ege Caesar. I really don't. Did I slaughter your name just now? Do you have any social media? Asked by Luna Lovegood, my fellow Ravenclaw. Wait, now that I said Ravenclaw, because yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw. Let's see. Emmy Lou asked, what's your Hogwarts house? I can't. I try to organize these questions, but I'm not that organized, honestly. Let's see. Really? Why can't I find this? Oh, here. Which Hogwarts house are you in by Emmy Lou? Yeah. Ravenclaw. That's also why I was wearing a purple tie. But, you know, like in the last video I was wearing a purple tie, but it wasn't really purple in the video. So that was too bad. Otherwise it would have been kind of clear that I was Ravenclaw, but whatever. So Luna Lovegood asked, do you have any social media? And I do not yet, but I think I'll soon make one. Well, the reason. Oh, and Mia Harmon asked, do you have an Instagram? So yeah, not yet, but I probably will. And the reason that I don't have one yet, and I don't have Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, you know, anything, is because I wouldn't really know what to put on there. Like, my life really is not that interesting, so the only reason I would make one is to tell you guys about the videos or something. Maybe if a video is delayed, or maybe just to announce videos, you know. That would be the reason for me to have an Instagram. Original Michelson, again, asked, do you speak any other languages besides your native language and English? And no, I don't. Well, ich spreche ein klein bisschen Deutsch et je parle un petit peu français. Mais c'est un très petit peu. But apart from that, it's not much. It's a high school level of German and French. And then I'm pretty fluent in English and my native language. So I have been thinking about studying Spanish because part of my family, namely my sister and her husband and her children, live in Spain. So I'd like to learn Spanish for that reason. It's just, I guess it's kind of hard to get myself to spend so much time doing that. Because the thing with me is, I can like focus on something, like completely focus on one thing for a while, like 2 weeks or maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And that's the same with learning I don't think I'll give this up very quickly. But yeah, with languages, it is kind of like that, I guess. Emmy, Imai, Lou, I'm sorry if I slaughter your guys' names, asked, is your accent the result of many hours of practice? He asked that when I did my Scottish accent in the last video, the parcel tongue video. No, actually, I've never practiced any accents. It just seems like I have to hear an accent enough, and then I get past some sort of barrier, and then I can just do it. I have no idea how that works, but I've just heard enough American to be able to do an American accent, and I've heard enough English people to be able to do an English accent, and I've heard enough Scottish, I guess, to do a Scottish accent, even though I don't really know where that would have been, but I don't know. And maybe I can do an Irish accent as well, but I'm not really sure about that one. There is also, though, the Australian accent, which I'd really like to learn, but I just don't really hear that too often at all, actually. So that's too bad, because the Australian accent is really badass, in my opinion. So yeah. Gigi Perez asks, how long have you been interested in ASMR? Savannah's Voice, which is actually a pretty big channel, asks, how did you get into or find ASMR? And Sylvia Libby asks, when did you discover ASMR? So it's three times sort of the same question, so I'm gonna answer all three at once. I'm not sure, honestly. I think the first video I watched was by Heather Feather, but that's because I looked it up in my YouTube history. Not in this account, obviously, but on my last, just personal account. And I went way back, like way back in my history, and I saw that the first video of ASMR I watched was by Heather Feather. It was like a 4-hour long video with 120 triggers. You should be able to find it like that, but it was uploaded in January of 2015, so that's when I first came into contact with ASMR, I guess. And after that, I watched her a lot more, but I also came into contact with Massage ASMR, who has been one of my favorites for a long time. Especially his inaudible whispering, I guess. I really like that. And I also started watching Cosmic Tingles ASMR pretty soon. And at some point I just pretty much watched anyone and everyone. Sylvia Libby also asks, why did you start making ASMR videos? And Liam Pinero asks, who inspired you to create a YouTube channel? Well, you know, I've actually been interested in starting a YouTube channel for a long time. Like, way back when Tobuscus was like one of the top YouTubers. I watched his videos a lot. His sketches, not his gaming videos. And I liked that, and one of my friends also really liked that, and we were just both kind of dreaming about being YouTubers someday, and that seemed like super awesome to us. And that's, well, I don't know exactly how long ago that was, but you can probably look that up honestly, I didn't really go into this with any goals because I just thought I'd try it out, and I didn't really expect I'd get anywhere. So I haven't really set goals for myself yet. Maybe I should do that in the future, but for now my goal is just to keep growing at the same pace, or maybe even a faster pace as I have been, and that will be great. So that's my short-term YouTube goal. By the way, Liam has his own YouTube channel. I checked that out, and he's actually pretty funny. So yeah, if you guys want to check him out, then go ahead. It's not an ASMR channel, but it's pretty good nonetheless. One Shy Guy 1 asks, what do you use for ASMR? No, what do you use ASMR for? Tingles, sleep, anxiety relief. I use ASMR primarily for relaxation and sleep. I just put on a video before I go to sleep. Like I'm lying in the bed, and then I just position my cell phone so I can sort of lie down and still watch the screen. And sometimes I put my earbuds in, sometimes I don't. I mean, I guess it's more relaxing with earbuds, but it isn't as comfortable when you're lying down in bed. Hey there again. My computer just went completely crazy with the fan, so I had to stop recording for a sec. And I actually, this is my second time saying this because last time I did not hit record on my cell phone, and I'd been talking for like 5 minutes already. But yeah, that's fine, 5 minutes isn't that much. So, oh well, I'll just have to answer these questions again. So, right, I was saying for what reason I watch ASMR. Mostly for sleep and relaxation, but I really like tingles as well. I don't get them very often, but when I do, I really enjoy that. So, yep. Actually, by the way, just coincidentally, I think the day before yesterday, I watched a video by Jellybean Green ASMR, and it was cranial nerve training, I believe it was called, and I just got lots of tingles from that video. Like, I've never gotten that many tingles from one video, so I recommend that one. Let me know if you get as many tingles from that as well, or maybe I was just in the right mood. I don't know when you're triggered to get tingles. I'd like to know, because then I could give you tingles, but whatever. BHLM93 asks, I also noticed that you're inspired by Raffy Taffy. Am I right? I don't know. You said that on a certain video. I think maybe the tapping video, probably. And yes, you are right. BHLM93. I am inspired by Raffy Taffy because he is one of my favorite ASMR artists. Yeah, that's basically, he's one of my favorite ASMR artists. Maybe my favorite, yep. Probably. Which is one of the next questions, by the way. Oh, and also, Elijah Old Games Kingdom asked, I found you on Scottish Murmurs and Innocent Whispers ASMR. Those are two ASMR channels that aren't that big yet. And yes, I do follow them. And he asks if I draw inspiration from their work. And while those are not the only channels I follow a lot. Like, you can see what channels I'm subscribed to, so if you want to know, just check that out on my channel. And I try to draw inspiration from as many sources as I can. I also already gonna say in this video again. I try to learn from as many sources as I can to become as broadly developed as possible. I do that in every part of my life, you know. I'm always open to learning new stuff from new people, even if I don't always agree with those people that I'm learning from, because you can always learn something from someone. Ringo Sheena, Medu, and Kelly Reeves, and Ege Caesar. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can you name a couple of my favorite ASMR channels? Or favorite? Yeah, they all ask the same question a little differently, so I'm trying to summarize it all in one sentence, but that's hard. So, my favorite ASMR artist, Raffy Taffy is probably number one. I also really like massage ASMR. Apart from that, I really like a lot of channels, but I think those are the two top ones, I think. Also, obviously, Ephemeral Rift is really creative. Like, if I had to point at the most creative ASMR channel, it'd be definitely him. And I really like watching his videos as well, and they relax me, but he rarely gives me tingles. So I really do like his videos, but I guess it's just not my trigger. He has given me tingles though, sometimes, but not as often as those two that I mentioned. ASMR French Accent asks, can you tell me what microphone you use, please? I'll show you. Hopefully this doesn't make too much noise. You could probably tell that was the Blue Yeti, and I'm really glad that I had this. I didn't buy this for ASMR. I bought it a couple of years ago. Actually, ASMR French Accent, he uploaded one video, and I really liked that video. So, yeah, if you want, check him out. I think he's got potential. How tall are you? I'm actually 6'4", or 193 centimeters, and a little bit. Grimmage asks. Grimmage was actually my first commenter. He left the first comment on my first video, so that's cool. He asks, are you going to continue uploading at this rate, or will you eventually slow down? I will eventually slow down. I just don't know when that will be. I might also sometime skip a day because I'm not gonna have enough time to upload every single day. I'm gonna try to keep this up though, because I'm liking this one video per day uploading rate. So it'll probably continue like this for a while at least. Maybe with a day once in a while that I skip. And then eventually I'll probably slow down, like when I get a job or something, or when I go to university. I don't know. I mean, I have to make money somehow, so I'll have to get a job sometime, unless I start making money with this channel. But I mean, I don't think that could be very soon. Like that would take a long time, probably, even with my growth. So yeah, I'll have to start making money sometime in the future, and at that time I'll probably not be able to upload as often. Then I'll probably upload like twice a week, something like that. That seems pretty normal. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm finally gonna answer, where am I from? This is gonna be quite a bit because some people have also guessed where I'm from, and I'm gonna tell you what they guessed, and I'm gonna tell you who So, let's see. First I'm gonna say who asked where I'm from. And Lieb Muslima asked, are you Scottish? Are you British? So that's not literally where are you from, but you know, it's in that category. Gregory BK asks, what nationality are you? Annick van Wieren asks, where are you from? Young Girl asks, what country do you live in? And Ben Richards, Spectral Nexus, and True Toilet and Papier ask, where are you from? So, I think maybe some of you already know where I'm from based on my pronunciation of some of those names. So let's see, the people who guessed. Annick van Wieren guessed, or hopes I'm Dutch because she's Dutch herself. Young Girl guessed from the UK, which I already said I wasn't, but whatever. True Toilet and Papier guessed. He said